Hello, I'm Russell Williams II, and I'm sure we could all use something new to watch while we're stuck at home right now. For your consideration, here are a few films from across the Black Diaspora that have inspired me, and perhaps they'll move and inspire you too. First, we have Daughters of the Dust, written and directed by the influential Julie Dash. With Daughters of the Dust, Julie became the first Black woman director to receive a general theatrical release. It was also selected at the Sundance 1991 Dramatic Competition. It also won Arthur Jaffa the top cinematography prize that year. Dash has created a space for Black women to take on the role of a director and has been hailed as an influence for many, including Ava DuVernay. The lush cinematography of Mr. Jaffa forever dispelled the myth that dark skin would not photograph as well as whites. Through its many female characters, Daughters of the Dust explores diaspora, heritage, and memory, transcending time in an almost mythical manner. The next two films are music documentaries that take an in-depth look at two legendary entertainers and activists. Sing Your Song, Harry Belafonte, depicts the life of singer, actor, producer, and activist Harry Belafonte in an inspiring film surveying the accomplishments of this Harlem-born and raised American icon. To this day, Mr. Belafonte is known for his work as a prolific singer-songwriter and actor, but he was also a legendary activist during the 1960s American Civil Rights Movement. Belafonte lent his voice as a celebrity to advocate for equal treatment of all Black Americans, as well being a visible and vocal critic of South Africa's apartheid regime. To this day, Belafonte continues to advocate for equality and was most recently featured in the critically acclaimed Spike Lee film, Black Klansman. Next, What Happened, Miss Simone? This is a 2015 documentary that explores the life and times of singer and Black Power activist Nina Simone. Miss Simone was known for her musical genius and tortured melancholy. This film doesn't shy away from displaying Miss Simone in all her glory and pain.
Get it in due time. I don't belong here, I don't belong there. I've even stopped believing in prayer.
I briefly met her at DAR Constitution Hall in the 1970s. She was regal beyond compare, and yet so fragile. Now here is a moment of Black history recreated for the screen. Ruby Bridges tells the real-life story of the 6-year-old girl who broke the color barrier in 1960 to desegregate an all-white school in Louisiana. The event garnered the attention of the national press and was famously depicted in the Norman Rockwell illustration, The Problem We Live With, portraying little Ruby being escorted by a large security detail through a gauntlet of hate. This film is directed by Miss Yuzon Palsy, who is credited as being the first Black woman to direct a film for a Hollywood studio. Finally, this classic lit my fuse to pursue my own career in the movie industry. The 1969 crime drama, In the Heat of the Night, portrays a Black homicide detective who is asked to investigate a murder in a hostile southern town after mistakenly being pegged as the prime suspect. Released in the climate of social upheaval, the film struck a chord with a wide audience, Black and white, so much so that it went on to win Best Picture at the Oscars. For my generation, In the Heat of the Night was like what Black Panther is for the BLM era, and Sidney Poitier's Virgil Tibbs was like today's King T'Challa.
About midnight.
Poitier broke barriers in this film for his Oscar-nominated performance and let Black audiences see ourselves in a position of power and authority on the big screen. Sidney's performance still resonates with me, but the credits also list a notable group of Black geniuses behind the scenes. This included Quincy Jones, who wrote the score, and other top-notch jazz artists who were featured on the soundtrack, such as Brother Ray Charles and Rahsaan Roland Kirk. Well, it was the first time I realized that blacks could play a pivotal role behind camera. Then and there, in that theater seat, my fuse was lit and is still burning. All of these movies are viewable online. We have provided direct links to these and a few more hidden treasures that I would highly recommend you check out. Films like these should continue to resonate and to be impactful beyond Black History Month. So I hope that you will take the time to watch, learn, and enjoy. Thank you.